huge inflow of money is coming to the crypto market as the Wall Street is playing games. Retail investors want freedom to invest, and it looks like the revolutionary time is here. Crypto is in a bull market, and more retail investors would be drawn to this market. And as more retail investors are being sucked into this ride, we may see exponential price gains in many assets even from here. This narrative from a billionaire kind of shows you how hypocritical things are being run right now. So the hedge fund guy shows the hypocrisy and shows why. This is one of the real impact why crypto is having a lot of resistance from the traditional investing world. It's decentralized, they can't control it. So, they try their maximum to keep the status quo. So the fundamental shows these projections. Now the question is, does the macro technical analysis support this data? So if the technical is respecting this, then it should be fine. It should be completely fine. So when you look at this, say for example, the altcoin market cap, I showed you yesterday that if we bounce at this particular point, again, that's the support level of this trend line, we would be bouncing to the upside. So I showed you guys this in the last video, and I told if we got a bounce from there, alts will move to the upside. And as of now, this is what you are looking at. Green in last 24 hours as we bounced from there, and some went parabolically to the upside. Say, we didn't catch the exact bottom for being frank, but around 50% of this pump, we absorbed it. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. As I told you yesterday, I showed you guys this, and today we are bouncing. But do remember, this is the total crypto market. And now, as the dominance, BTC dominance is huge. It shows a more similarity towards BTC. But still, this kind of highlights you one stuff. The total market is still above the all-time highs, and it is consolidating there. It broke above that. It is making that as a base as of now. So if you look back at history, you'll understand one stuff. Once we do that, we go to the upside. And when we go to the upside in the total crypto market, who will actually gain the majority, the BTC or altcoins? Looking at the BTC dominance, yes, the RSI is kind of breaking to the upside. It just broke out of the pattern, retested that and bounced. So that's kind of a bullish system in 4 hours. But at the same time, if you look at the price, it went up. It is retesting the moving average, acting as a resistance. So if it is crossing above that, then yes, Bitcoin dominance would rise, and that means lower room for the alts to run. Whereas if it goes down, then alts have a lot of room to run. Now, when you look at this is Bitcoin on 4-hour chart. We are still inside this pattern. We are bouncing from the support each and every time. But what you have to keep in your mind is, even this time, if you are being rejected at the resistance line, that is still looking for the support to break. Now, if we cross that and create a new high compared to this one, then it should be a positive scenario for Bitcoin holders. Why? Because this one, you see the bottom here, this one is a little bit up. So technically speaking, that's higher low. Now, if you make a higher high, then it shows a change in trend. Even though we are in a bearish pattern, the trend may change if we do this. Why? Because you look at the RSI, it was having this pattern, but right now it broke above, it's bouncing from there. So that's kind of a bit of bullish news for BTC holders who are looking to take their profits around at least 40 to 50. And those who are looking at 100, they should be happy with this bounce. When we generally look at the altcoin market, we usually get a bit confused. We usually go to Ether to see what it is doing, right? So on a daily, this is what Ether is doing. So if it actually breaks out, it should move higher. So if you are seeing that it is breaking above, closing above, then keep this as a call out for you guys who are my regular viewers. Now these type of call outs regularly goes to my Patreon members. It's precisely platinum members get more call outs, but now it's 29th of the month. You can consider joining if you want to join on 1st of the month. That would be better for you. Now this is XRP chart on a 4-hour and it's still below that. Now we broke below, we didn't go back in, considering different assets in this market cycle. A lot of them, yes, they did cross to the downside, but immediately faked out and went back into the trend, showing there are still buyers there. So there are still a mixed opinion there. They are not giving the confirmation of bearishness, whereas XRP is showing you that bears are still active on a shorter time frame. But if the support line, trend line, is holding on a medium and long-term charts, that means it still has upside potential. Because when you see a lot of different guys coming in and hating one particular asset, you have to understand that is going to be the most highest ROI earner of that market cycle. Because this event is still valid, and yes, you go in different time frame, you delete all the indicators to see are you making any bias. So look at the MACD, it's trying to cross to the downside. Yes, if it crossed to the downside, this is on a daily, that's negative. But at the same time, if you look at the RSI, it is still moving to the upside. You can be precise like this and show 1, 2 and the third touch and a bounce. So a bounce in RSI 3 times at a rising trend line usually highlights a change in trend, or at least a rising strength in that direction. So this one is for buyers, right? But in order to consider RSI as a positive stance, you need to break about this line, which should be 50 usually. But for XRP, it would usually be somewhere around 55 to 56. If you look at that line, you'll understand it was acting as a support resistance zone for a very long time in the XRP's price chart. So if you are looking at RSI, yes, above 50 it's neutral, usually bullish for other assets, but here for XRP it would be neutral, and as we cross 55, 57, that's going to be bullish. Now that's on a daily chart of XRP, which I'm actually talking about. So when we actually jump into a 12-hour chart, we can still see that price is struggling to gain momentum. It is being restricted by the moving average. It's below the moving average. But what we usually have to think about is we will just go to look at XRP BTC pair, because BTC is kind of bouncing within that trend line, and XRP was breaking to the downside on USD pair and on BTC pair too, right? So you take this measured move and plot it down, so your downside is now understood. So if you are someone who's looking to buy back or average down, now you have an opportunity. Now if you are selling, it's completely up to you. You still have your targets there, and the short time trend to the downside is valid. However, the macro trend is what you have to concentrate on, which shows you are kind of still at the bottom. So if you are aligning your RSI to see what really is happening with this particular pair, you'll understand it's showing you that rising trend in which the bottom is showing you this, but the top is showing you this. That means if you bounce from here, your upside is way higher, right? So the bounce can have more momentum than you anticipate, and that would be like a surprise coming into the XRP USD pair as well. Why? Because as of now, when you look, a lot of guys are moving out of this particular asset. You see this is negative 5%, whereas others comparatively are moving to the upside. Now you look at the 24-hour fluctuation. You see XRP is just doing 3%, whereas even BTC is doing 6%. Chainlink 12. So these kind of fluctuations are kind of tempting, and then you move into different assets. So if you are rebalancing your portfolio, you need to consider the macro perspective for this entire bull run and then rebalance, so that you won't be doing that monkey jumping stuff from one asset to another when you see another asset pumping. So that kind of gives you a balanced ROI, taking profits regularly in your portfolio. Because If you were following my medium term calls at least, or medium to long term calls, you are absorbing almost all of these coins pump. Not kind of 100 coins, say at least 25 to 30 assets in this top 100, which are now pumping with daily 20, 15 and 30 percentage. Most of them would be absorbing this. Why? Because they were also absorbing the downturn, because they were already in riding this market to the upside, and in between you will have corrections, and that's what you are seeing. Say some assets are pumping like crazy, say 50 percentage on Elrond. So ERD actually. So on Elrond you're getting like 50% on a weekly and 20% on a daily. Now yesterday we posted that and the price moved like that, right? So when you are looking at different coins, you see different opportunities almost everywhere, but always look at the volume there. The liquidity there should be understood. If you are watching this and entering into the market, you see this is the case there. If you or another guy want to do this, they can do this, but the liquidity would be so low, you may not be able to take your profit out and run. So always remember that when you enter into an asset, if you enter just based on watching this, okay, that went up like this, it's not going to end fairly for your portfolio. Gold Telegraph on Twitter highlighted this. Robinhood has drawn down some of its credit lines with banks. So when you actually go into the actual article, this is what you see. So they are drawing that credit lines from banks. Why? Because right now I actually saw something tweeted by David Cross, this one as I highlighted, and there was some stuff which kicks your mind, shows that it is working, and this was really a nice use of words. Say rich people kind of says, okay, why don't the poor just invest? And when they come to do this, rich people are like, okay, stop. Now this is one of the main reason I would agree with Barry Silbert and David Gokshin and others highlighting money is going to come into crypto, because this is decentralized, not centralized. It's an open source technology, so it's going to absorb more. Why? No one is going to ban them saying you can't buy this. Now yes, different regional governments can do that with regulated exchanges, but they are still able to buy these assets and invest into this market as of now. All right. So when you see these kind of fluctuations, when even the Bitcoin maxis or anyone is stating this, that's about the general crypto market, and that idea basically is correct. You have to understand that it's general crypto market which is going to absorb this, and in US it's going to be mainly BTC and Ether. So if you are looking at that too, you have to understand the recent high which we put in on BTC was like 42,000. So if we cross that, then you can look at 50 to 55. Otherwise it's going to be a ceiling as of now. It can be acting as a profit taking or a selling entry. So you should be careful if you are entering into the market just watching these stuff. If you are entering into a coin which already went in towards that all-time highs, you should understand big guys are already in this market and they will definitely manipulate you. They are coming at your portfolio, right? They are targeting your units, your money. So when you actually see all these stuffs like, okay, this is going to 100,000, this is going to 1,000,000, you personally have to think, okay, I'm looking at this. Now, what I'm understanding is, this is a possible scenario, right? As he highlights, I'm not saying I'd bet my entire life saving on it. But he is highlighting that this is a possibility. It's likely that this scenario may play out. Now that's based on his opinion and his understanding. Now if you do agree with that, then that's going to be a cool stuff for you. Now Weedsevint put this one out showing aggregated XRP USD pair info on the XRP ledger. How to get a reliable price information. 1 XRP is equal to what USD? The price, because in different exchanges you kind of see different values, so you are kind of confused. Say you draw your own pattern, you understand that you're looking at the anticipated move, break of the pattern, and some exchanges will show you a different value, another exchange will show you a different value. So in order to just get that validation on your entry based on any pattern which you're analyzing, this would be really helpful. So traders can use this as a tool to enhance their trading ability. Now, when we say the general market is going to absorb a lot of money, this is also going in, because crypto market is going virtually really high, because as of now everyone is sitting home, working from home. Everyone is looking for some source of income, and everyone thinks it's really easy to make money, whether it's in the stock market, whether it's in commodities, whether it is in crypto market. It's not that easy. Now, if we got lucky and made money first couple of times, do understand there is a risk of you losing your money along with your profit and capital. So do understand why money is coming into this market and how this is going to turn out. That's where you go through the fundamentals and then connect it to the technicals and see whether the fundamentals are being supported by technicals. Because technicals usually suggest you something which is going to happen in next, short term towards long term, say 1 to 3 years or 5 years. But fundamental can actually take sometimes from 1 year to 5 years instead of that short term or medium term. Yes, news does affect the market, but it won't be like what you are anticipating. Michael tweeted this one out showing SBI Holdings and SMFG to launch digital securities exchange in 2022. So the money movement is more towards the crypto market, and those who are established in this market is making the most of it. That means they are going to gain more attention from the market and draw more investors into this market. That is not actually a bad thing. That means new money is going to come in. And along with all of these, when you again and again understand this deeply, retail investors who has a lot of money, who don't actually want to put that in the banks, because you don't get any interest rate, the fiat itself is depreciating. You need to store your value in something which appreciates at least 5 to 10% in a year. They would be looking. They have a lot of options, but right now they see crypto market as kind of stuff which will allow them to make 100% to 1,000 or 10,000% in their capital. But not everyone is well educated about the market or the market cycle, and they will all enter. I'm not saying everyone will make money. I'm saying some will make money and the majority will lose. Why? Because those who are making money is absorbing it from others who are emotional and psychologically not well prepared to be an investor. So if you are entering into this market looking at these 20, 30, 40% gain in a day or 200% gain in a week, do understand where you are actually going, why you are entering into that market cycle, and look at the project. If you believe in the project, you understand the technical and it's moving to the upside, it's cool. You have a lot of different options. You can go through each of them and then decide what you are going to do. So for example, this is the market cycle on a weekly, and the trend line support here, if you connect the close of the candles, you are still above that. Now, yes, we are getting that rejection from this moving average. It was acting as a support, but the top side is acting as a resistance. Right now, this one is support, and we are working down and coming back to the upside. So if on the macro scale here, this weekly is acting as a support and pushing us to the upside, that's changing a little bit of bearish scenario which we have here into bullish one. But for that, first you have to cross this trend line, and that's when this particular pattern is invalidated. Otherwise, this is still active and running. So if you are here to make money, you should be able to understand patterns. You should be able to think like an investor. So these stuff has to be kept in your mind always, all the time. One, this is a resistance area which you need to break on a medium time frame. Then this is another resistance which will be acting as a resistance if you pump above this level, which is 0.33. Now yes, currently the price is not impacting much considering others are going way up, we are still below. But what will cause that ultimate run? The move above 0.3 to 0.35 would give you that ability. When you look at different assets, you'll understand what I'm talking about in the charts, because for XRP, on a monthly, the MACD is still running to the upside. You can delete all of this. Just look at the MACD and RSI. They're still pointing to the upside. So we are about to close this month in just 3-4 days. So that should give you an idea where we are closing. If we are again closing on a monthly green candle at this support level, that's going to be bullish. Why? We broke above, we retested this, we bounced once, we came back, retested it again, wicked even lower, but managed to close there, and right now moving above. So the next candle I can actually follow this pattern showing this wick. You can consider it like buyers were interested in buying this asset up until here, and then sellers entered and pushed it down. So that means buyers are still interested, and the green candle means the buyers are still in control of this asset. The price action on a monthly is controlled by the buyers. So if you are an investor in this asset and thinking about jumping into others just by looking at these, do think twice before you do that. So the monkey jumping, you do after a month, it pumps. What will happen to your portfolio? So be careful on what you do, think actively, and be an investor while you do that. If you received value for your time listening to The Scientific Investor, please do hit that like and subscribe button. If you would like to support the channel more, you can look at the PayPal, Patreon, or the XRP wallet address given in the description below. Now, if you want these kind of technical analysis for your portfolio to support your gains, you can look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description. You can enroll with the basic tier and then upgrade whenever you want. It would be better to upgrade after the first of the month so you won't be charged twice. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.